Anthropic just published the answer to the question I get most. Which Claude model should you actually use? And their default recommendation is the opposite of what most teams do. Don't start cheap. Start with the most intelligent model you can get, then dial the effort level down until the cost works. The reason is cost per task, not price per token. A stronger model finishes in fewer turns and spends less thinking time. So the higher sticker price can still be cheaper when the job is done. And there's a second reason. If you start on a small model and it fails, you can't tell whether the model failed or your setup did. 4 classes. Mythos and Fable are the same underlying model in 2 packages. Mythos goes to trusted organizations handling dual-use cybersecurity and biology work. Fable is that same capability wrapped in extra safeguards so the general public can use it. Both require limited data retention. Mythos is gated behind Project Glasswing, so for most of you the top of the stack is Fable. Opus is the reasoning-heavy enterprise class, and Anthropic points at GDP-Fall AA for knowledge work, and Terminal Bench 2.1 for agentic coding. Sonne is the everyday class. Balance of performance, cost and speed. And it's the class Anthropic names for high-volume sub-agents inside multi-agent setups. Haiku is the cheapest and fastest, built for high-frequency workloads where latency is the constraint. And plainly, none of these classes specialize by industry. There is no finance model and no science model. The only thing that changes across classes is how hard a problem the model can reliably carry, and what that capability costs you in money and in seconds. Anthropic put 2 graphs in the post. The first one plots performance against cost and speed for each class at different effort levels. And the caption under it does something I wish more vendors did. It says the curves are illustrative and not plotted from benchmark data. So treat the shape as the argument, not the numbers. The shape is this. A higher class model at a low effort level can be more efficient than a smaller model working at full effort. That's the claim worth testing against your own workload, cause it's the one that decides your bill. 4 questions to pick a class. How hard is the task? Multi-step, long-running, or something that has never worked reliably before. Go up a class. What is the latency budget? High frequency and customer facing. Sonnet is usually the answer. What are the access constraints? Mythos needs Project Glasswing, and plenty of organizations don't hand every class to every role. What are the unit economics? High production volume, with evaluations that already pass, is where the lower classes pay off. Compare price per task. Never price per token. The one comparison the post actually settles is Opus against Fable. On paper they look interchangeable. Both handle coding, long-running agents and knowledge work, with similar benchmark scores. Anthropic's claim is that the larger model carries more wisdom, creativity and writing skill, even when the benchmark calls it a tie. So the rule of thumb. If your evaluations show Opus struggling on some tasks, move to Fable. If Opus already clears your bar, keep it and take the speed and the price. Build faster. Dynamous gives you the 15-module agentic coding course, weekly live community workshops and the 4-hour AI Second Brain Bootcamp. Join through the link below and get 10% off. Then there's the one number in the whole post that changes an architecture. The advisor strategy. A faster, cheaper worker model calls a more intelligent model to check its plan and grade its work, and only when it needs it. On Sweetbench Pro, Sonnet 5 with a Fable 5 advisor lands within 10% of Fable 5's score, at 63% of the price of running Fable 5 for the whole task. That's a routing problem more than a model problem. And routing is the part the post leaves entirely to you. The second graph is about saturation. Benchmarks are fixed tasks with known answers, and they work as a direction. The problem shows up at the top of the stack. Opus and Fable solve almost everything on the test, so the test stops separating them. Once that happens, the public number tells you nothing. And your own evaluation set is the only thing left that can rank them. Anthropic's definition is a curated set of problems pulled from production, including the difficult ones where your current tools fall short, with success criteria your team defines. Here's what I'd actually do. Start on Fable at a low effort level for a week and log cost per completed task, not cost per token. Then run the advisor split. Sonnet doing the work, Fable checking it. If that 63% number holds anywhere near my workload, that's the config I ship. And I'd keep Opus for the jobs where speed matters more than the last slice of quality. One thing I'm not showing you. My own evaluation numbers. I don't have them for this workload, and the post doesn't have yours either. Every curve in it is illustrative, except that Bench Pro result. So which one are you running in production right now? One big model for everything, or a cheap worker with a smart advisor?